When Ed Sheeran isn't serenading his fans with his soothing sound, he's relaxing at his palatial $5 million estate in Suffolk. The impressive compound is just a short drive from London in the pristine English countryside, and it has everything a world-famous celeb could want. There's a wildlife pond that has reportedly been used for swimming, and an adult-sized treehouse with views of the surrounding farmland, and a man cave complete with a recording studio and jacuzzi. Sheeran even built his own pub on site and named the brewhouse Lancaster Lock after his wife. Here's a look at Ed Sheeran's expensive playground and all its inner workings. It's quite a sight to behold. Ed Sheeran has millions of fans, and many more of them are absolutely obsessed with the red-headed songster, so it's no wonder that he's worth about $160 million. His Divide Tour officially set the record for the highest-grossing concert tour of all time. The tour grossed a staggering $775.6 million over 2.5 years. He has used his fabulous wealth to buy some amazing properties, but the coolest holding in his real estate portfolio is no doubt his epic compound, which is located in the British countryside, a few short hours from London. His palatial playground is located near the sleepy little market town of Framlingham in the county of Suffolk. It's truly a breathtaking property, and it's surrounded by nothing but sheep, open fields, and old castles. Sheeran's neighbors have dubbed the lavish pad Sheeranville, and some have even complained about the renovations he's made over the years. Sheeran keeps adding to this fabulous compound, and it's now worth about $5 million US. It's likely that it'll be worth even more in the near future, as Sheeran has big plans for the compound. Walt Disney once said Disneyland will never be completed. We could say the same about Sheeranville. He keeps buying up surrounding buildings and adding new features to the compound all the time. Sheeranville is actually located close to where Sheeran grew up. He's very sentimental for the area, so he'll probably never move or sell the massive estate. Sheeran was probably envisioning something truly magnificent when he bought Sheeranville's first farmhouse way back in 2012. There are 5 main houses that make up Sheeranville. 2 are farmhouses, 1 a bungalow, and 2 are standard 4-bedroom homes. The first building that Sheeran purchased on site was a 16th century Winnie's farmhouse. The singer shelled out $1.1 million for the historic building in 2012, and then proceeded to buy up many of the surrounding properties as he could. Sheeran has spent close to $4.2 million buying additional properties. Later in 2012, Sheeran bought the 6-bedroom Winnie's Hall for $1.1 million. This is the largest house on the compound and serves as Sheeran's main residence. In 2016, he purchased the 4-bedroom Sunnyside house for $1.22 million, and in 2017, paid $694,000 for the quaint Chestnuts bungalow. It's much smaller than most of the houses in the compound, but Sheeran likely has big plans for this tiny bungalow. In 2019, Sheeran purchased the 4-bedroom Poplars home for $1.16 million. It's located directly behind Winnie's Hall. If Sheeran keeps this up, he's going to end up buying all of Framlingham. Sheeranville has so many houses that Sheeran's friends could all live in the compound quite comfortably. 1 house for Taylor Swift, 1 house for Rupert Grint, 1 house for Paul McCartney, and 1 house for James Blunt. That would be an amazing pop supergroup. Well, except for poor Ron Weasley. Maybe he could play the tambourine. The newly formed pop supergroup could jam in Sheeranville's treehouse. This is no ordinary treehouse. Sure, it's not as big as the compound's main farmhouse, but this treehouse is a lot bigger than the one you had as a kid. Sheeran's treehouse is 26 feet by 26 feet and has a living room, study area, and audio-visual room. Sheeran's friends have dubbed this treehouse the Hobbit Hole, and it offers Ed and his pals gorgeous views of the surrounding farmland. Rows and rows of pasture as far as the eye can see. Sheeran needs a place to park his stunning Aston Martin DB9 when he stays at the compound. Thankfully, there's a 4-car garage on site. It used to be an old barn, but Sheeran had it converted into a garage to store his luxury autos. The cool garage still looks like a barn, so it blends in perfectly with the surroundings. 1 field over from the compound, you'll find a $669,000 wildlife pond. It's a perfect place for the ducks and geese to chill before heading south for the winter. But there have been reports that Sheeran and his buddies have been relaxing in the wildlife pond too. Some of his neighbors complained and said the wildlife pond was also being used as a swimming pool. There was reportedly a wooden caravan next to the wildlife pond that had to be removed because it was being used as a sauna. The local government wasn't having any of that and stepped in to ruin Sheeran's fun. You're probably quite impressed by Sheeran's compound so far, but the coolest building in Sheeranville is undoubtedly Lancaster Lock. In quintessential British fashion, Sheeran added a pub to his compound. However, this isn't any ordinary pub. The Lancaster Lock used to be an historic building, but Sheeran converted the old hovel into a swanky brew house, complete with a 6-foot-wide underground tunnel that leads to the compound's main house. If Ed wants to sneak out of bed at night and head to the Lancaster Lock for a drink, he can do so without disturbing a soul. His wife, Sherry Seaborn, probably really doesn't mind if he sneaks in a pint in the wee hours of the night. After all, he did name Lancaster Lock after her. His wife's full name is Sherry Lancaster Seaborn, in case you were wondering. The pub isn't just a pub. It has numerous underground rooms, including a 35-foot by 20-foot cinema. Is there anything better than enjoying a cold one while watching a new movie? It seems Sheeran's neighbors had a problem with Lancaster Lock too. Sheeran has to fight with the town council to keep a 16-foot-high pub sign on the Lancaster Lock. Sheeran reportedly didn't have permission to hang the sign, but after some negotiation, it seems the council let Sheeran keep the sign after all. Sheeran also added a 16.5-foot-long sign to the side of the pub. Now the pub looks really authentic. Sheeran is always thinking of new ways to spruce up his compound. He added some cool features to the main house on the compound to make it an even cooler place to live. This modern extension was almost like building an entirely new house. Attached to the main farmhouse is an addition that features an indoor pool complete with changing room and seating area. Sheeran also added a state-of-the-art gym as he needs a place to burn off all those calories from those loggers. In front of the main farmhouse, Sheeran added a beautiful garden filled with shrubs, flowers, and topiary. The stunning garden likely serves as an inspiration for his soothing melodies. Sheeran's main farmhouse features another addition that his friends have dubbed the man cave. This isn't just any ordinary man cave, though. It's not some basement with a few recliners and a big screen TV. Sheeran's man cave has a recording studio, naturally, jacuzzi, and billiards room. After recording his latest hit, Sheeran can hang with the boys and shoot a game of pool. There always seems to be renovations going on at Ed's compound. Locals say there are work trucks and vans coming and going all the time. Sheeran's man cave could easily see more additions. It really does seem like the pub is the best part of Sheeranville because the singer has even more plans for Lancaster Lock. Sheeran is in the process of adding an outdoor kitchen to the pub, complete with a 4.5-foot-high terracotta chimney pizza oven and 2 large barbecues. It looks like Lancaster Lock is about to become a gastropub. Sheeran's friends and family will be able to relax on the patio near the pub and enjoy some juicy steaks or some oven-baked Naples-style pizza. Sheeran is quite spiritual, so maybe that's why he has plans for a massive prayer hall on his compound. The pop star has plans to build a private place of retreat for contemplation, prayer, and celebration. The prayer hall would be used for key life and family milestones, social gatherings, marriages, and christenings. The giant prayer hall will be shaped like an ark and cost about $4.7 million. Sheeran clearly has a creative mind. A prayer hall shaped like an ark couldn't be more fitting. Sheeran hired the best in the business to design his epic place of worship. The architectural firm behind this unique building is none other than Donald Insall Associates, which happens to be where Sheeran's father-in-law works. The firm has designed some impressive buildings over the years, and the company even worked on the 1992 restoration of Windsor Castle. Sheeran is not one to try and cut corners. That's why he hired the best to design his prayer hall. Perhaps Sheeran will invite the Queen over to his prayer hall once it's built. Sheeran originally wanted to build an Anglo-Saxon-style chapel with a 48-foot tower, but council squashed those plans. Sheeran wanted to marry his wife in the wedding chapel, but officials ruled the proposed 48-foot-high Saxon-style round tower would create unsatisfactory visual impacts. It seems like the government regulations are the only thing keeping Sheeran from taking over the whole country. As impressive as Sheeranville is, it's not the only part of Sheeran's massive real estate empire. He owns numerous homes in London, which he rents out for some extra cash. If you live in one of Sheeran's London apartments, your rent checks might be used to fund Sheeran's sprawling estate. Sheeran's estate empire is worth more than $56 million. He has 18 total houses in the London area, and he also owns a restaurant in Notting Hill. In typical fashion, Sheeran reportedly bought the flat above his Notting Hill restaurant after locals complained he was throwing loud parties at the dining establishment. That's one way to solve the problem. Sheeran also owns 2 flats near Shoreditch worth $2 million, 6 flats in Hammersmith worth a total of $7.5 million, 3 homes in Holland Park worth about $10.2 million, and 2 houses in Chiswick worth approximately $4.9 million. If Sheeran ever gets kicked out of Framlingham, he can always stay in his lavish Notting Hill mansion. The luxury property is worth about $26.4 million and features a modern kitchen with stunning matte white cabinets, integrated ovens, marble worktops and splashbacks, and an island unit for extra food preparation and storage space. The 8,300 square foot mansion boasts 8 bedrooms, a theater, bar, staff bedroom, and a swimming pool. Sheeran and his wife spend a lot of time here when they're not relaxing at their palatial compound in Suffolk. And of course, Sheeran started buying the surrounding properties next to his Notting Hill mansion too. That's it, folks. Would you like to grab a pint at the Lancaster Lock? Do you want to take a dip in Ed's wildlife pond? How cool would it be to jam with Sheeran in his epic treehouse? Would you like to hang out with Sheeran and play a game of billiards in his epic man cave? What do you think of Sheeran's plans for a prayer hall? Yay or nay? Let us know in the comments down below and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to this channel for more great videos.